Now, your WLNY Sports Desk.
Well, today might not have been the best of days to watch a game at Yankee Stadium. The heat index was 108, but our guest tonight has seen it all because he's experienced every single stadium. He is the author of the new book, One Lucky Fan. Rich O'Malley joining us. Rich, good to have you in studio, man.
Steve, thanks so much for having me.
And thanks for going on this journey and sharing this with us. I mean, this is not just baseball.
Correct.
This is every NFL stadium, every NBA, every hockey stadium, more than 100 stadiums in all. Your road trip, you covered 42 stadiums in a 53-day span. This is a monumental journey. What made you want to go and do this?
Well, it's actually a story of three journeys, I think, the book. The first starts in my childhood. I explore my foundations as a fan and the teams that I grew up rooting for, and I talk about how it influenced the kind of person that I became. The second journey is the 25-year journey that I spent building this collection of teams, going to games when I was going to a wedding or a family event across the country. You pick up a few here and there. And the third and final journey is this whirlwind that you're talking about, 25,000 miles over 2 months. And that's sort of the compelling narrative that I hope drives the book along.
I think a lot of people will dream about that, but when they start trying to piece this all together, at some point they just throw it up in the air and they say, okay, I give up. But you built an itinerary that works. And for you, someone who's well organized, the itinerary, it seems like, the building of the itinerary was very satisfactory. But which did you enjoy more, creating that itinerary or discovering something new while you were out there?
I think both have their merits. Obviously, I spent 2 frantic days in front of the computer trying to build a trip like this. You think you've got it one way, and all of a sudden the team leaves town. You've got to go and veer back into the middle of the country before you can go back to California.
I'm picturing something like A Beautiful Mind where you've got things written all on the wall.
I've got pins and I've got maps and things written down. I was like a crazy person. But that really is part of the fun to me. It's part of the journey is before you even step foot in the airport, like figuring this whole puzzle out. It's a jigsaw puzzle. I love doing those.
Did you stumble into any games that were maybe more memorable than just checking off the venue that you were at?
Sure. I mean, you never know when you're going to see an amazing game. Sometimes you go and it's a championship. You're going to see history. But sometimes you walk in the building and you're thinking, well, this could just be a regular old, ho-hum game. And suddenly, you're visiting Fenway Park and you're with your friends, and Don Mattingly, hears your friend yell his name and walks over to you and throws his bat up to you. And that becomes a lifelong memory. So my friend still has Donnie's bat. We break it out for big games for good luck. And it's just, stupendous when moments like that happen along the way.
And of course, what sports book would be complete? If you travel to all of these stadiums, you have to rank all of these stadiums without a doubt. So what was your criteria for trying to decide how you put these stadiums in that order?
Lots of things, and it goes from everything from inside the stadium to outside. It's food, it's drink, it's the atmosphere, it's the fans. Are they really vocal? Are they into it? Can you see the city across the way, and is that inspiring to you? Are there good sight lines from every seat in the house, or are there seats that are way too far away or angled poorly? Lots of different criteria.
Well, obviously, you experienced all of these different cities, different cultures.
Yep.
You were forced to kind of step outside your comfort zone, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything that you took from that trip that still sticks with you today, maybe even in your perspective on how to get through life?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I saw was logistics. Like, how do cities do this night after night? Ferret 20,000, 80,000 in football's case, people into one place and then back out of a place. It really puts a big burden on a city to be able to do that. And then from the fan perspective, one of the things in One Lucky Fan that I want people to do is explore their own foundations as a fan and then figure out where they want to go next. Do they want to take a trip, or do they want to explore the history of a team? Or, I want them to think about their sports fan experience and read my stories, but really read their own stories when they're reading mine and remember their high and low moments as well.
Just embracing the idea of being in, I feel like a stadium is almost one of our last vestiges of communal interaction, actual physical communal interaction, as opposed to just on social media.
Yes.
We're all experiencing the same thing. We're all in this together, where we're sharing this one emotion from watching this game together. And I think that alone can be educational for anybody who goes to a game.
Absolutely. The energy and the electricity when you're among your fellow fans it's unbeatable. You can't get it in your living room sitting on your couch, especially when it's your team you're watching and it's a game that really matters. And that joy of looking around at other fans and seeing how they are experiencing that moment at the same time, you can't beat it.
Because we feel like we have all the info in the world at our fingertips, and we certainly do.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it. But there is nothing that compares to the experience of life, of being able to go out there and tangibly touch something.
Yeah, you activate all your senses. I mean, I talk about, Lambeau Field. You smell the brats cooking. You see the cars parked on the lawn. You feel the cold weather on your skin. Everything is heightened when you're there live.
At Lambeau, most definitely, especially with the brats that are cooking.
Yeah.
And you better not go to Lambeau when it's 16 degrees below zero, because that is a different experience. I guarantee you would not have ranked Lambeau as high as you did if you had been there, at one of those kind of games. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I'd love to find out which one of these stadiums or arenas differed more in person than what we see on TV.
That's a great question. I think a lot of people are surprised when they walk into Madison Square Garden. It's very different than I think most arenas in the country, especially behind the scenes. It's almost a labyrinth. And I know a lot of out-of-town fans that I've spoken to are just surprised. They expect, the wide open hallways and the sort of cookie-cutter venue. And Madison Square Garden is not that, and it's the granddaddy of them all now in the NBA.
So that one was one you were a little bit more disappointed with, or that fans, when they go there,
I think fans would be surprised by it when they see it.
Yeah, well, no doubt about that. All right, so you didn't play favorites. Clearly, we just heard your take on the Garden. Citi Field did not have a high ranking on the baseball side of things.
Nope.
And the worst stadium ranking in the NFL is MetLife Stadium.
That's correct. It's not just the NFL, it's all of sports. All
of sports.
Yeah, I hate that place. It's just gray and lifeless. It's got no soul, and there's no home field advantage to be had for the Jets or Giants, and that's a real shame.
But they do have one thing that is maybe unique to it. One of the clubs actually allows you to be on the field with the players as they go through the tunnel.
So you can actually pay up to get in those seats.
Well, isn't that the rule pretty much for all these new stadiums right now?
They are catering a lot more to the high-end clientele. And, that's got its pluses. You got to make money. It's a business. But it's also a little unfortunate because the real fans often have to go up to the nosebleeds and still to be able to afford to go to a game at all.
Do you find that you found more enjoyment from the stadiums that have all the technological gadgets, or the ones that maybe have that nostalgia? Because I feel like sometimes in those older stadiums, you almost feel a little bit closer to history because of what's been there.
You do. I've experienced both, obviously. On the cover it says bleachers to box seats. I sat in the club area of Staples Center in Los Angeles when I was out there for a hockey game. And I didn't even feel like I was at a hockey game. I felt like I was in a bar. You're like seeing a hockey game on TV. And if I crane my neck around the corner, there's a hockey game down there. But when you're in a historic place, a Fenway, a Wrigley, a Lambeau, you really feel a part of this team's history like you never did when you were watching it growing up on your couch.
Okay, so if you were creating a stadium, if you were the architect, and we asked you what's the one feature that has to be in this stadium, what's the one thing that you would not back off of?
Okay, I'm going to give you two to that.
Okay.
One is 360-degree viewing, especially on the main level. When you leave your seat and you're going out to get food or beer, you want to be able to look back and see the games, at least in some capacity. A lot of new parks still aren't doing that, and I don't get it. That's very important to me. Another one is I love seeing the city skyline. It's part of the reason I put PNC and Pittsburgh at #1. I love the ability to just look out and feel like I can touch the buildings and see those yellow bridges. I love when a stadium is right there in the heart of a city.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than walking the concourse and you constantly have to look up at those 15-inch monitors to see what happened on the pitch before, which is 10-second delayed from the crowd yelling as well. You want to be able to see the action every second while you're on there.
Absolutely. And you want to know where you are. It's like you want to know, I'm in Pittsburgh. That's the Pittsburgh skyline. In some stadiums, you're like, I could be anywhere in America right now. I have no idea. It doesn't matter.
Honestly, PNC, beautiful ballpark. You've got the Roberto Clemente Bridge.
Yep.
Fantastic. His journey, complete with rankings, can be found in the new book, One Lucky Fan, author Rich O'Malley. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve.
All right. Back after this.